Years ago, I sat across the table from the CEO of a company who asked me something few executives are humble enough to ask. What do my people really need from me right now? It wasn't a question about strategy, performance metrics, or market disruption. It was about presence. When I asked him what he thought the answer might be, he said, probably something I can't put on a KPI. He was right. He was right. In an age of dashboards and quarterly reviews, we have mistaken visibility for value. But the true power of leadership lies not in what is broadcasted, but in what is built behind the scenes. The most influential leaders aren't always the loudest or the most celebrated. They are often the ones who do the invisible work, steady, consistent, and deeply human when no one is clapping. When we talk a lot about big moves in leadership, vision casting, strategic pivots, bold decisions, but what about the quiet moves? The ones that don't trend on LinkedIn but shape culture more deeply than any corporate announcement. Invisible work in leadership looks like choosing integrity in budget decisions that no one will audit. It looks like pausing in a tense meeting to ask the most withdrawn team member what they think. It looks like walking slowly through the office on a Monday morning just to check how people are really doing. These acts may not generate applause, but they generate trust. And trust, not charisma, is the currency of sustainable influence. Modern leadership often rewards the visible, the polished, the presentation, the town hall spotlight, the crisis email drafted at 2 a.m. But beneath the surface, every high-performing team I have worked with has one common denominator: a leader who does the work no one sees and never stops doing it. What are you building when no one is watching? If I followed you around for 2 weeks with no camera, no title on your name tag, no one else to impress, what would I learn about your leadership? Would I see you mentoring someone who may never repay you? Would I watch you uphold values that cost you influence in the moment, but build legacy in the long run? Would I find that the version of you in public aligns with the one in private? So, invisible work shapes visible outcomes. That is not sentiment. It is pure strategy. Hence, the leadership expert Jim Collins once said that great leaders are like clock builders, not time tellers. They don't just give answers. They build systems, people, and cultures that tell the time long after they are gone. So, what can you do for a change in this season? Be the leader who circles back after the meeting to clarify, not to criticize. The one who picks up on burnout before it becomes a breakdown. The one who lives the mission, not just repeats it. Start a quiet habit of invisible leadership. Write a note to someone doing a thankless work. Tell the truth in a room that rewards silence. Say I was wrong without needing to be forgiven instantly. Invisible leadership isn't about being unnoticed. It's about being anchored. So, true leadership isn't what you do when the spotlight is on you. It is what you do when the spotlight moves to someone else. And perhaps that is the truest test of leadership maturity, when you are just as committed to leading well even when no one sees it. So here's the challenge this week. Lead as if it mattered eternally. Lead as if someone's watching who will model their future after your example, because surely they are. The world doesn't just need bigger voices, it needs deeper roots, and those are always grown in the quiet. Lead with legacy and not likes. Thank you.